Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Breakdown. And today we're going to be talking about SummerSlam 2016. First and foremost, I didn't see the pre-show, and I was kind of happy because the match I didn't care to see was on that show. Thank God, didn't have to watch it. Cesaro versus Sheamus. We've seen this match 5,000 times on Monday Night Raw. I don't want to see it again. I don't want to see a best of 7. I don't want to see a best of 2. I don't want to see one match ever again. I think they're done. They need to stop their feud. Stop. Either have a street fight or end the feud. It's stupid. I don't want to see the match anymore. I'm turned off by the feud. I gave them the benefit of benefit of the doubt, and I'm done. Like seriously, I'm done. Tapping out. I just don't want to see the match anymore. I'm over it. I don't understand. Like this is what I was worried about when they drafted Cesaro, Sheamus, Sammy, and Owens and Jericho, and they all stayed on Raw. Because I'm like, we've seen this. Why didn't they send more of them out of that group to SmackDown? They sent nobody to SmackDown. So I don't understand that. Not at all. So I'm glad that I didn't get to see it. I don't care who won. I'll find out tonight on Monday Night Raw because I'm recording this Monday morning. So I'll find out tonight. I don't really care. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm not invested in the feud, all right? I'm not. Unless something really good happens, I will check it out. I'll find out it's good. I'll go back and watch it. Otherwise, I don't give a shit. But anyways, the first match we get on the card, and I may mess this up. The order, oh my God, whoever scheduled the order of events on this pay-per-view, horrid. Horrid. So I'm probably just going to skip around. First of all, they start out the night with Big Cass, End Zone Cass versus Jericho. Why? No idea. No, I guess you had to give him a good match to start out with. But Jericho and Owens won the match. Interesting way the match ended. It was a really good match. It was actually a pretty decent match. Surprising because I'm not a huge tag team guy, and they seem to be doing. And this seems to be a feud that they're going to continue. So they'll probably wrestle the next pay per view, which is I believe is Clash of the Champions. So I'm pretty sure they're probably going to wrestle there as well. But they put on a good show. It was pretty awesome. I like the way they did everything and the little things that happened during the match. That was kind of funny. Trying to keep Enzo away from the corner as they go on. But yeah, there you go. Jericho get the win. Then what was it NXT Women's title next? I want to say it was. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to get the order mixed up. I think the Women's Championship was next. Like I said, the order was like all jacked up. I don't know what was going on, man. But Charlotte got the win, and she is now the women's champion once again. But what happened during this match was so weird. Like she went to go for some kind of backbreaker off the top rope, and she dropped Sasha, and it looked like Sasha like hurt herself like really bad. Like she landed on her neck. And I was very, very scared for her safety when it happened. I think a lot of people probably felt the same way because all throughout the match, she was holding her back. Now, unless this is like the biggest sell job of all, I'm going to call her the greatest women's champion, the women's wrestler ever. But I don't know. Like, I think she legitimately hurt herself, and I don't really think she was supposed to lose this match, in all my opinion. But toward the end, I'm thinking that they made it audible for her to drop the title because they probably thought and knew she was injured. So they just went in and had her drop the belt to Charlotte because they didn't want to ruin the championship reign. And they didn't want to have to strip her of the title at a later date when they found out she was actually injured. So what may happen is that she may get the belt back after they find out if she's not injured or not. but she looks like she was probably hurt. So kind of good, but Sasha's probably going to be probably well, I mean, anyone would hate dropping the belt that soon, but it just what happened during the match is it seems like Sasha fell out of Charlotte's arms or something during the whatever. Fell on her head. It was sad. So Sasha just lost the belt. Probably people aren't going to be happy about it, but I'm thinking that people hopefully will understand because she got hurt during the match. At the beginning of the very very beginning of the match, and Sasha wrestled throughout the entire match and gave a pretty good showing. I'm probably guessing they probably had more plans for this match to go on for longer. And I'm thinking another match had to go on longer because of that. And it seemed like it might have been the AJ Styles John Cena one. I don't know if they actually planned to go that long, but man, was that a match. Which I believe was the next match that happened was the AJ Styles John Cena match. Like I said, if I miss a match, I'm sorry. But AJ Styles took on John Cena. Wow. What a match. What a match. I actually think Miz and Apollo Crews came on before that, which was a decent match, but the same thing with Apollo Crews. He has no charisma. Apollo, no charisma Crews, wrestled The Miz. He has no charisma. He has no it factor. He can wrestle. That's it. He can do moves. He can do standing moonsaults or whatever. That's it. That's all he can do. There's nothing there. Like he doesn't. He smiles all the time. That's it. It's like Sheamus as a babyface. I don't ever want that. Never again. I want a badass Sheamus. If there's a badass Sheamus, that's gonna be a babyface. I'll like that. But I didn't like the smiling Sheamus. It was stupid. And I don't like the smiling Apollo Crews. So I'm glad The Miz retained this championship. I'm not a fan of Apollo Crews. I think he needs to go back to NXT and refine his character before he comes back up again. Or he needs to turn heel. Something. I don't know. Give him a manager or something. Something. It ain't working. I'll tell you that. People are not going to get behind him. The crowd's like dead throughout the entire match because there's nobody to cheer for. Like he did some kind of move where it was like, ooh, that was about it. The crowd was like dead because like he has no charisma. Anyways, but then we get the AJ Styles John Cena match of the night. AJ Styles and John Cena, they tore the house down. Oh my god, this match was amazing. I think this match made the Punk Cena match. I think that's Money in the Bank 2012. I think people talk about this blew it out of the water. I mean, I could go back and watch it and compare, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it. And comparing the two, I don't even think it has a chance. Like this is the best John Cena match I have ever seen with anybody. Yeah, and I think that AJ Styles went out there, and this was a match to prove to the people that AJ Styles was who they've been saying he was, one of the best wrestlers in the world. He's come to WWE, and he's going to make a name for himself. And everything he's been saying is true. And I think that this match was to prove that. And I think he did that. He beat John Cena clean in the middle of the ring, no interference, nothing. So I think this solidifies AJ Styles as a main eventer. John Cena did a hell of a job. He sold for Styles. He told an incredible story. It's kind of going theme throughout the night is a lot of great stories are told in the ring, and they're doing a better job of what they had in the past. Minus a few matches, but you can't turn shit into gold. All right, I'm just saying. But Styles got the win. He hit. What did he hit? I think he hit a flying forearm, but he like flung his elbow pad out, and he knew he was gonna win the match. I just kind of knew. Like as soon as he threw that off and he went for it, I was like, no, he's gonna win this time. Because they're probably trying to make some move of his like unstoppable or something, or make it his finisher for sure. And he did it. He did the flying forearm without the elbow pad and beats John Cena. They went like really long. That's what I'm thinking. Like this match probably wasn't supposed to go as long, but because of Sasha getting hurt and they were probably planning on going super long with that women's match, they had to cut it short. And then this match had to go longer. That's just my thoughts. But yeah, there you go. Now is where it's going to get sketchy because I don't know what order of events happen now. I think the 6-man or the 6-woman match was here. No. The New Day match happened now. That's what it was. Yeah, New Day versus Jack Gallows. Whatever. This match was okay. It was a really good match, and I was really focused on the match, watching it and everything, until Jon Stewart was there. It was a really good show until he came along, and then it seemed like the show just went to garbage. Yeah, he came down before the match and said a few things. It's pretty stupid. And it was super good until he gets involved. And then the match basically turned sloppy, and Big E came down and interfered and saved Jon Stewart from getting hurt, and basically returned. And he was doing his gyrating in the ring and stuff, and it was stupid. It was dumb. Didn't like it. Didn't like the finish at all. They could have did it without Jon Stewart. I don't understand. They ruined that match because it was actually a pretty good match while they were doing it. No. Anyways, then we get to the women's 6-man tag, the match everybody wants to see. Anyway, or no one wants to see. Wasn't really. I knew I wasn't gonna like this match. It was okay, but Nikki Bella returned. Ava Marie didn't wrestle, which I kind of thought they would come up with something for her not to wrestle, just because that's her whole gimmick now. She's never going to wrestle. I think that's her gimmick. She will never wrestle. Are you a women's wrestler? Yes. How many matches you wrestled? 0. I can see it. Anyway, yeah, the match happened. Nikki Bella back, so her team won. Not a fan. Match was horrid. It was okay for a while, and then it's just like Nikki's gonna win, so it's gonna turn into a crap fest. But they got their own little spots in. They all got spots. They wrestled a little bit. Becky Lynch really didn't get to wrestle very much, though. I thought it was kind of stupid. What she did was just like, like meaningless hip tosses and kicks and stuff like that. It wasn't really anything. So I didn't think it was that great. It was probably the worst match on the card, in my opinion. Probably second worst would be probably the New Day's match. Would be just telling the truth. And Rusev. Oh my God. We'll go there because for some reason they decided to put this before the main event, which made no sense because of what happened in the main event. Rusev got beat down by Roman Reigns after Rusev tried to attack him. Roman Reigns got ruthless and was attacking Rusev, leaving him injured. Had to be walked back to the back. It was stupid. I can only guess that they're going to have some kind of stipulated matchup at Clash of Champions. And Rusev will defend against Roman in like a street fight or a Hell in a Cell or something. I was ready to watch this match. I wasn't into the match, but the way they did this, I was just like, the dumbest thing about this match or this little segment, because the match never started. The match never even started. Was that Roman went to the back, and then Rusev got up. He was holding the side. He was saying stuff without a microphone, cursing the fans out, whatever. And then Roman came back out and speared him. It didn't make no sense at all. So it's like, stay back. Don't come out again. The segment's already going way too long. I don't understand. I think they added to this too. Like, it seems like the Sasha match was supposed to go longer, so they're adding minutes to different things. Yeah, stupid segment. Didn't like it. This is probably the worst segment. That didn't make no sense. It made sense to tell the story, but it could have been a lot shorter. and they could have got the point across. Yeah. Anyway, now let's talk about the WWE World Championship. This match put me to sleep. I fell asleep during this match. It was horrible. This match was actually, let me take back. This was probably worse than the 6-man tag match, in my opinion. This was probably the worst match on the card. This was horrendous, and I thought it was gonna be halfway decent. To me, it just didn't. It's not memorable. Like, we're not even gonna remember this like next month. Like, it's not even that good. It was a horrible match. It was a horrible match. Why they gave Ziggler this title shot, I have no idea. I'm thinking they're just like, okay, he's going to be somewhat of a top guy on the roster now. So we're going to get it over with. We're going to give him the first shot at the belt. Just get it out the way. That's what I'm thinking. And I think a lot of people thought Dean was going to go over here. And of course, he went over. This is like how this went down. It was just really stupid. He was on the top rope, fell off. Dirty deeds. Done. That's really what we're going to do. Is that really how we're going to end this match? It was dumb. It was stupid. I actually fell asleep. Had to rewind it to see who won. Because I'm looking up and they're showing like Seth Rollins in a baseball stadium or something. Like, what the hell am I watching? Yeah. Oh, and I almost forgot about that one. The Undisputed match. Oh, yeah, this was really good too. This is the second best match of the night. This is my opinion. AJ Styles and Cena still had the best match. This was a second best match of the night. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. I think they could have did more. I really do think they could have went longer. But they I don't know. Like, it seems like, I don't think he was hurt. I think they were checking on him at the end to see if he was okay, and he was just selling. But it seems like they could have did more. They were good with what they did, but it seems like they just kind of cut it short. So I don't understand what happened there. It seems like they could have went just a little bit longer, made it like a really really good match. But I think they were trying to keep the shine on AJ Styles and John Cena match to make it kind of like the best match on the card for a reason, and it probably was a reason. But Finn Balor wins the Universal Championship. I'm happy. I didn't think they were going to do it, to be honest. But I knew there had been a chance, and with everything they said afterwards, it makes sense. And to make history and make things happen for a reason, because now he's the first Universal Champion. He's the first one to win a championship in his pay-per-view debut. Him and Rollins are the first ever NXT and World Champions currently. I think Owens will win the title at some point down the road. So he'll be another one. And that's just kind of what's kind of stupid is that all these big names are winning the NXT Championship and then they're coming up. It's like, well, they're going to win the title at some point down the road. So it's kind of stupid to say that now, but they are the first. Rollins and Balor are the first two that held the NXT and that. But some of them win the title down there, and they're kind of mid-carders. Like Bo Dallas was, and Neville was, and Zayn was. And, and we don't know. They may never win the World Championship. But guys like Joe and Nakamura, like, they're going to come up. They're going to win the strap. I'd be surprised if they don't. Losing my voice. But yeah, awesome match. Balor goes over. Demon makeup was awesome on Balor. And that's about it. So then, I think that's it. I think I've talked about every match. Let's get to the stupid part of the night, the main event. And in my mind, I was picturing, okay, the Balor Rollins match has to be main event, okay? Or something is going to happen during the Orton Lesnar match. At the end, after the match, something. Well, the match happened. getting close to the end. You can tell they're going back and forth. He hits Lesnar with 2 RKOs. He's still getting up. Lesnar hits Orton with an F5. Then he becomes frustrated because Orton kicks out of an F5. Then he just begins to pound him on the ground. My initial thought was Orton got busted open. He's bleeding pretty bad. The referee stops. It looks like it was legitimate, like Lesnar out accidentally punched him because he thought he was in the UFC. I don't know. So I legitimately thought that, hey, man, is this real? Like he's the ex. But then everything that happened after that, it kind of led to believe they're doing this for a reason. He bladed at some point. Somebody probably had him a razor blade at one point, and he cut himself. And then when Lesnar went to hitting, he just pounded it open more. But Orton bled pretty bad during this match at the end. And Shane comes out, gets F5'd. And, well, that's how it ends. That's how you end SummerSlam. Well, that's pretty crappy. You could have ended the match with Balor and Rollins. That's all I'm saying. You could have had this, then you could have went to that match. That's why I thought it was weird that they did the Reigns and Rusev thing right before this. It's like doing 2 of the same thing, like back to back. It didn't make no sense. Like you could have had the Reigns one go after Enzo and Cass. Got that down with. They also had something else like they had some kind of stupid wrestling match. It was The Miz dressed up like a chicken and Ziggler dressed up as Colonel from KFC. They had this like randomly near the end of the pay-per-view, and I'm like, why could you did this like during the opening or on the kickoff show or something? Like, why are we doing this on the main pay-per-view? This is going, like, if this gets released on DVD, that is probably going to be on there. Like, what are we doing? Anyways, overall, the show was pretty good, but Rap Against Brooklyn, it was garbage. It's not even close to being good. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this show. I was kind of disappointed. It was okay. It had some really, really good matches on it. But I think TakeOver Brooklyn 2 definitely beat it. But came really close. Came really close. Like, if they could have picked it up a little bit. Honestly, in my opinion, SummerSlam probably beat Brooklyn by just a little bit. By just a little bit. Not by much, but just a little bit. Just because those chants annoyed the crap out of me on NXT. But anyway, and the women's match. Yeah. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about SummerSlam down below. How'd you like that ending? Oh, yeah, it was pretty nice. Yeah. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. As always, keep on rocking, keep watching wrestling.